ready yet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Now that we're back from tornado warnings and my trip to Canada and a little bit of rest, relaxation, we're back. We're gonna play some D&D. We're gonna roll some dice. Na 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 na. But first, announcements. If you have not done so, please skip over to all the lovely places where we have our social media and content where we post it. We would really appreciate all the support you can send our way just by clicking a little follow button and giving us a like and a comment whenever you see our videos and short forms come out. And then from that, oh gosh, excuse me. From that, we also
What?
I'm having to readjust to allergies, so it's gonna be a little rough
That's what you
tonight,
wanna call
maybe.
it?
So I have
That's what you want to call it?
my drinks for when I cough too much.
Mhm.
I can drink my water and my other beverage to hopefully not cough as much, and I'll try to catch myself to mute should I need to sneeze. That aside, we do also have two lovely Discords where we have our community based. Our first being the official Player Hater Gaming Discord, where you can come, share memes, talk about life, play some D&D. And if you want to play some D&D, all you got to do is make sure you sign up for that role that says Community One Shot, and you will be drawn in a luck of the draw, rolling of the dice, picking of the tally cards. We actually have that old school like wire basket where we just like crank it.
So it's like bingo.
Yeah, basically.
It is bingo.
Those of you who were the winners this month, that post went out earlier today. So congratulations to all of you lovely people. I look forward to playing with you because I'm going to be a player this time around. And somebody in this table is going to be the DM, and it is not me.
I feel
Who
bad
could
whoever's
it
running the
be?
game.
Fuck.
I feel terrible. Also,
But-
the fact that I'm glad it's not me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yet your time will come.
I've
Eventually.
already DM'd a one shot, thank you.
Well, thank you for your constant sacrifice to the efforts of this company. We thank you. Now back to your desk. The other Discord we have, I will let Mr. David talk about because he is much better at it than me.
Yes, chaos ensues. So, for those who have been curious to play, or this may be the first time you're here with us, and kind of curious to know like what else we do have a Westmarch server, which you will gladly and probably enjoy the chaos that does ensue within the server, where you can create your own character and by merit have fun with your own story within the overall arc. On top of that, because I do know the fact that they are doing some global war fiasco nonsense with, I think, about a couple of players have met unfortunate endings, but it's part of the game. But let's say that you want to be one of those who take the reins and kind of force people to go left instead of right, or up instead of down, or into a room with a bunch of mimics because that's how you do things. By all means, we gladly tell you to join us and partake of the mimic room and have fun. We'll teach you. That's
Never
what we
let
do.
David be our DM. That sounds terrifying.
Oh, be fine.
Brendan, why is
Won't
this
be
ship
just
breathing?
The mimic room. Listen, you're also gonna find Boblin, the flying goblin.
Boblin the Goblin is canon in every
No.
adventure ever.
No. Boblin, the flying goblin.
The flying
okay?
goblin. That
You
makes
will
it
find
even
out why
worse.
later. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You'll enjoy him.
Uh-huh.
He is great. He brings much loud and very deafening presence to the party. And that is all I will say on him. But anyway, by all means, join the Ashurma server, have fun with it, and we'll see you there.
Thank you very much. And just to quickly toss on a couple last minute things before we kick off to the episode.
I didn't do it.
Shush. The one shot is taking place this Saturday. I forgot to kind of mention it there. I'm sorry about that. And then also our lovely schedule. If you want to see more cozy or even stressful interactions of the party, it's cozy, it's stressful. Depends who's playing, what's going on. Tomorrow, Thursday, we have our lovely Miss Mitwolf over here doing a cozy but blind playthrough of
I'm actually
Stardew
putting that
Valley.
on hold for a week because something
okay.
new has come out that has caught my attention.
Well, what are you going to be
Oh.
doing tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time?
If it interests anyone else, I am a Pokemon nerd. I have to play Pokemon whenever I find it. And there is a browser-based roguelite called PokeRogue. And we will be trying to beat that.
Oh.
Ooh.
I will still be
200
at
levels
work,
to beat.
but I will
Dang.
tune in.
Damn, I'll be at work. I can't. I have to be a
I
responsible
can tune in. I'll be at
adult.
work, but I'll be tuned in.
It's alright, David. Still love you.
I know.
And then, of course, Friday, we have our own Kelbs going through his playthrough of the Final Fantasy games at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Saturday, our lovely PhD plays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I may be able to participate this week. We'll have to see. Supposed to be getting my new washer and dryer delivered, so we'll see when they're going to get here and how that's going to go. We'll see. But then Sunday, of course, the PhD plays with Nutmeg and Nyx doing their Baldur's Gate playthrough at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to seeing all of that. Help Dice. If you have channel points that you want to spend to help our players along the road tonight, please feel free to do so. You will see near their lovely icons is a dice with a number on it. If that number does not say 3, you are welcome to spend your channel points to help them. You may do so pretty much kind of loosey-goosey as you see fit throughout the episode, but they cannot hold more than 3, so if y'all know what to look out for that.
Yeah,
Aside
nobody
from that-
says 3 right now.
and nobody says 3, so go spend some channel points. Would be really appreciated to the party because they're going to have a lot of fun tonight, and so am I.
And also remember, guys, if you want us to also mess with Brandon's roles, there is the DM Bane.
There's a DM Bane.
He
I
is
think I have 2 right
2
now.
currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes. I'm going to make a note of that. Up on the top right-hand corner of my page. Actually, I'm going to write it in pencil because that would make sense.
That would make sense.
All right. Any other announcements?
Nope.
Well then, why don't we
No.
go ahead and get into tonight's episode of Tales of the Skytorn. In the year 208 PT, a world once grounded by tradition and mystery was forever altered. The events leading to the tearing and uprooting of the lands have faded into legend, leaving us with a mystifying era known only as Post-Torn. Player Hater Gaming welcomes you to the realm of Ulthana, where our journey takes us high above the clouds, into a realm of wonder and peril. A world composed of dozens of floating islands, each a unique culture unto itself, safe from the dangers lurking below. In this world of soaring islands and untold mysteries, danger lurks in every corner. Heroes and adventurers are born out of necessity, where the unknown has a way of finding its way into even the most tranquil of places. Meet our heroes who will shape the destiny of the Skytorn realm. Dragix, the unlikely but unyielding paladin, a beacon of virtue and strength. Red, the talented sorceress, wielding the elements with unmatched prowess. Eva, the warlock, possesses supernatural prowess, fueled by a pact of unknown origin and intent. Lovikazan, the indomitable barbarian, a force of nature and raw power. And lastly, the Doctor, the masterful wizard, unlocking the secrets of the arcane with every incantation. These 5 souls, each with their own path, will converge in a tale of adventure, wonder, and intrigue. Join them as they explore uncharted territories and uncover the secrets of this realm. Welcome to Tales of the Skytorn.
And then they
And
said,
welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's episode. And we're going to get right into it. As a storyteller, I took some time earlier to collaborate with some people, and I realized just how wide the deeds and breadth that the Cursed Crew has accomplished in their time in this story. They have assisted in stopping a corrupt family leader from capitalizing on all the farmlands. They've assisted in stopping someone, something, somehow creating artificial rifts within the mines to connect to the elemental plane of Earth. They have discovered a murdered friend and a guard captain. They had begun to dig their hands into further and further mysteries and intriguing ways this world works, scratching the surface understanding of how the islands float and the source powering to them. To where now, many of their deeds have been solidified in the minds of those who witnessed or were affected by it. Those chapters closed. Tonight, we open to a fresh page. The group sailing across the cloud ocean. I believe we ended going on the tail end of a long rest.
mm-hmm.
Who believes they would wake first? Besides Eva, you don't sleep.
gonna say,
I had to quickly sneak that in there for
When you don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, realistically, it's probably Doc, but out of the ones that are here,
Ones that are here, yes.
Probably
Doc, his
Zahn.
PC is still what we would call in maintenance.
yes.
I would actually say, because of the fact that we're currently on an airship, besides Eva, it would actually be Drac being the first one awake,
Okay.
because
Would it?
ship.
Yeah, but my argument for Zahn being up early is she's, all fucked up with her powers, and they're going to her home island. So we can rollies?
Up to you.
Constitution rollies.
See
I
who
will
wakes
say
up first.
red will
Well,
be
no.
the last
I'm not
person.
even going to get into that, because we all
I
know
would-
that
I would
those
say-
roles are between just Doc and Zahn. I'm not putting myself in that one.
Okay.
Yep.
I would say that for the
Dragons.
purposes of this morning,
Yeah.
would it be Zahn?
Mhm.
As you probably had a little trouble getting back to true rest after your interruption throughout the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So as you stir in the early hours, you see Doc is probably awake, but I wouldn't say fake sleeping, but just enjoying rest.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you need to let that man rest, woman.
What do you do?
She'll probably lay there for a few moments, thinking about things.
Did you take the belt off?
No, I think she slept with it on because she was
Okay.
they were laying together, so yeah, probably didn't.
As you wake up and you kind of move a bit to do a bit of a
that's
stretch,
right.
you do feel a little pinch
I forgot.
around your abdomen as something, I wouldn't say stabs into you, but is, I won't use uncomfortable either, just new.
Yes, player completely forgot about that item.
I am
been a while.
here to remind you.
Thank you. She'll kind of like look down, feel about it. She'll take it off. Is it like the one that she had in the dream?
It is. If it ain't exactly it, it's a perfect replica. You're unsure.
She's gonna put it back on, get out of the bed, and I need to double check what this item does. But
It cranks your strength
yeah,
up to 20
It makes you strong.
something.
strong. She's so strong. Well, she's going to, just scoot out, walk down the hall, go up onto the main deck, wave to Eva.
Eva is awake and vigilant.
Yep.
A little different than what you remember from yesterday, but
She'll take
Still her.
pause at that. Look at her.
In the early hours of barely dawn, you're not sure if it's the light, the shadows, the way it's
Mhm.
cast. Something is a little different.
She'll just nod and she'll probably go up onto the deck over here, and she's
Okay.
just gonna like she helped load some of the crates, and so she's like, okay, I remember what this crate was like. She's gonna try and lift again, just see, because she's seen what it had done with her brother.
Yeah.
She just wants to try it out. She just wants to feel strong.
These ones up here, yeah, it's this up here would be loaded down with this would be like rope,
Mhm.
heavy bolts for a ballista.
Yeah.
And you pick it right up
Ooh.
along with your cat.
Along with my cat. Yes.
Twilly jumps on the box.
Twilly, get out.
And then scampers across it.
Scoot. Okay. Interesting. Weird. Okay. She just kind of stays up there, I think, and just kind of thinks back to home and is just, ruminating with her thoughts.
Trackix, as you
Mhm.
come into consciousness, you immediately hear the passing sound of heavy footfalls of Zon kind of making her way up the stairs.
Making her way down. Sorry, couldn't help it. Sorry.
Making her way upstairs, going topside, looking for a crate to lift. Do.
He's gonna kind of like for a minute blink.
Never let me play a bard.
Yeah, I already learned that lesson. He's gonna blink a little bit, kind of start getting up,
Mhm.
hand wrapped around the ring that he still looks at.
Yep.
Confused. Like, feels important. No idea what the fuck it means. Okay. He's gonna put it on anyway.
Yep.
Just because of the fact he feels that that's the need for it. And then he's gonna go up topside and check on everything. Making sure the fact that she doesn't accidentally break through the floor lifting something without knowing, because he will have a fit. But moment that he gets topside, he's just gonna look around and take a deep breath, and definitely is going to have a different temperament for the moment. because this is now more of who he is in this moment. So, yeah, he would definitely look around and just be like, wave up to Eva, because expecting that she was going to be up there. And then just goes over and checks to see how far they've gone off course, because possible.
As you, nobody was assigned to keep it on course throughout the night,
Yeah.
were they?
We kind of talked about it, but I don't remember what the plan was. That was like 2 weeks ago.
We'll
I
say
think
for
we
the
were
first
just-
night, knowing that it's one night, you would have just basically used some rope and line to keep it from swaying too far left or right. But use the devices available to you. You kind of check the course, you make some quick corrections, and then you kind of shorten the line a bit to make it tighter so there's less room for error. And you loop it through one of the spuns.
Mm-hmm. And then immediately looking over to Zahn. Why? Just why?
Why? She's like holding the crate and turns out. Why? What?
And he's just gonna like point with his hand, like, why? Not really articulating the fact that he's asking, like, why the heavy lifting? He's just like, why?
I got a new belt.
So
That is the most
You know-
innocent Jim Bro comment ever. Like, why? I got a new belt.
he's gonna blink a bit. He's like,
It's all
oh, I guess
fancy.
the doc actually got you a gift. Okay.
How? I don't think it was Doc. Cause this is my brother's.
That's a little bit weird.
I know, like, did he somehow magically teleport to the island and find my family and then come back here and then... Is he that powerful? Is he hiding?
You have air sickness, don't you? That man can like
No.
barely teleport us like, and even then it's like one at a time, like maybe 30 feet.
Hey, you know, he's trying. He's doing the best that he can. But
Oh, I know. When he's finished on my gauntlet, I'll be able to launch somebody like a good distance off the ship if they ever piss me off. Not you guys. I would never do that to you. But just like somebody else that decides to appear. I don't like them. They're just like have to deal with the sky sharks.
true.
Sploosh. Sploosh.
I want to go
You
fishing.
see, speaking of the sky sharks, he just
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it did smell like him before, which is weird, and now it doesn't. And I think Rot maybe smelt that, and yeah.
who's Rot?
I don't know. I don't know. It's
Listen, if there's
It's
any,
Zon's
if there's
other
Rot,
boyfriend back on the island who she
Right?
hasn't told anybody about.
surprise.
Listen,
It
if
was that
there's
one
Rot on
guy
this
that
ship,
she went off
I
on a
need to
date with.
know so that
thought that was
can
William.
go and beat
William Roth. That's his last
Yeah.
name.
Duh.
Duh.
Duh. The doctor.
Mm.
God.
Uh-huh.
I'm out of it today. You guys, it's been a long
Okay.
fucking day.
It's all good. We're going to tell some stories, roll some dice.
Yeah, exactly. I want to.
Speaking of telling stories,
Uh-huh.
Red,
Hi.
good morning.
Hi.
You wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my dice tray?
She groans. Rolls over. Remembers she's on a ship. Kind of grudgingly gets dressed grumbles her way up the stairs.
As you head past, you notice the door to your right is already open with empty bed.
Mm-hmm. And she remembers probably that that's Drakix's room.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Wait, oh no, not that. Okay, so not the next floor up. So okay, so Donna's up.
Nope.
No.
Eva. No, not Eva. Eva's child.
He was.
I was gonna wait for her to
Cassandra
remember
is
the fact
currently
that
MIA.
the
Look,
little one.
shush.
Cassandra is MIA.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, so before she freaks out and casts detect thoughts, gonna go find Eva.
As you move a little further down the side walkway there is, you can see Cassandra is sitting on one of the couches there, and she is playing with her hair.
Mm-hmm.
You realize she's not playing with it. She's almost like inspecting it.
Cassandra,
If
is
you
everything
would,
all right?
Miss Eva,
In the
For the party.
Skytorn channel,
give the party a description of what Cassandra looks like now.
give
Oh,
me
Jesus.
one moment. So, Red would notice two things.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, when Eva had the curse taken away,
Mm-hmm.
she was a very bright blonde and very blue-eyed woman.
Yes.
Cassandra doesn't look like that.
Oh, okay.
Cassandra is a gorgeous, dark brunette
Aw.
with green eyes.
Okay, so different hair and different eyes.
Yep.
Cool.
That would be
So
what the
Cass took
features have
over.
changed with the curse. So,
Got it.
and then they just reverted back.
She would still be calm and not freak out.
Uh-huh.
Cassandra, is everything all right?
She smiles like, I have magic hair. And she like runs over to you, hugs your legs.
Right. Magic hair. Has anything else changed?
I want breakfast.
You want breakfast? Okay. All right. Well, let's go up and get your mother.
Okay.
She'll take Cassandra's hand and just go upstairs.
She takes your hand.
She will look for Eva.
You don't
Up there.
find her until you get topside.
Yep. Cool.
And you see she is way up in the crow's nest.
So she will. Which spell is it that I can use? Hold on.
Please do not fly my child up there.
I'm
Imagine
not.
casting fly on a 10-year-old child.
Mm-mm. Oh, so she's going to use message because Cassandra won't be able to understand what she says, won't be able to hear it. Your child has changed. Did you do something? I mean, I know your hair and eyes changed when you broke the curse. What is going on?
So you don't have to see your target when you cast this spell.
Nope, sure
I'm gonna
don't.
Ask, do you look?
I absolutely do.
Okay. As you look up
Uh-huh.
and you get to talking, you get about halfway through it, and you realize the light's catching her image a little different than what you've seen the last few days.
What happened?
Just in the crow's nest, you see her hair is what has changed. It is turned jet black again, and it is just blowing past her.
Right.
And Eva will, because she can, again, spider climb her way down the mast. No ladder needed.
You watch as she steps up on the protective outer rim of the crow's nest and then just leans forward a little too slow and becomes perfectly parallel with the deck. And she walks as if gravity does not exist except for the physics of her clothes and her hair. She walks down without the use of a ladder and then steps onto the floor of the top deck of the ship.
Surprise.
Right. Oh, we need to talk after we give Cassandra food.
Tell me about it.
Right.
Everyone or just us?
Um,
At this point, I'm not sure.
right. No, just you and I should probably talk for a minute.
Let me take care of the child.
Right.
And I will scavenge up some food since we have some good rations and some rations. I'll make a pretty good breakfast for everyone.
You are beaten to the punch.
Oh, Doc's
Wow.
already in there.
One, the doctor. Who is using up not a large portion, but a properly, intelligently sectioned out portion of the fresher ingredients versus what's supposed to last. All of you are able to enjoy a good breakfast at your leisure. You may choose to stay downstairs, or you can go back topside, whatever you want to do.
Where is our kitchen? That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
Oh, it's up here, I guess. Yep. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was just like eating or also kitchen, but
Yes, also kitchen.
That is yes.
Okay.
We'll call that the galley.
Sure.
Yes.
I think that's the
Perfect.
correct terminology. Don't
Yes.
quote me.
Yes, it is.
You think I would know these things, but no.
You would think.
Sir, just because you're under the Navy doesn't mean that you're on the boat.
Nope, that's correct.
Alright, well, I'll make sure Cassandra gets some food. Probably spend some time just admiring her changes.
Yep.
Well, kind of offhandedly just puts her hand through Cassandra's hair. You certainly didn't take after me, except for the length of your hair. You definitely look like your dad did.
She just smiles as she eats. I'll say, for the sake of easiness on my part, Doc will take Eva off for daily studies.
Cass.
Doc will take Cass off for daily studies. See? I need things easy.
It's like we've been away for a bit and forget everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
weather, and then was bad weather here heading your way next, so I didn't lose power, so hopefully you don't.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
Yee.
Apparently, we still got about an hour until it clears us, so.
Okay.
Pretty sure through the use of particular cantrips, dishes are easily taken care of.
Absolutely. She's just.
Yeah, if I
dumb.
could pick one cantrip to learn, it would be that.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Clean
wouldn't have to wait for
everything.
laundry.
Right?
Nope.
Exactly. And then you can make everything smell good after too.
Yeah.
Better. And taste good.
Exactly.
I could buy really shitty food and make it taste really amazing.
Yes.
Best cantrip
All that-
ever. Yep.
All that cheap market brand food.
I will say that I'll put Doc down here in this room. We'll say that's going to be the study.
It is the study.
So that's
Okay.
where she's going to be. You all may converse wherever you wish.
Mm.
Some will go up here with Drackix.
Right.
Red
So-
and Eva, you are left to your own devices.
I would like to hear what happened from you first.
Patron paid a visit. He's been He's been helping. He apparently saved Cassandra from being obliterated, which I can't even begin to start explaining what happened to the halflings.
Right.
Apparently he was at least somewhat decent enough to realize that no child means no control, so he got her out.
True enough.
And his request is still on the table, except that we need access to the dream walking realm thing. So he took the curse from Cassandra and gave it to me, so that I have access to that again.
Right.
With the catch.
Of course there's a catch.
This one's permanent. There is no getting rid of it. Not for me.
Who, sorry to interrupt, but who did go to the halfling's house?
Red and I
Nobody
had
made
passed
it.
by it on our way back from trying to see Roland.
Right.
Okay.
And just saw a
Red,
bunch of
what's your
guards and
history
weird stuff.
modifier?
My what modifier?
Your history modifier.
Blah, blah, blah. 2.
Okay. As she's speaking about what could have happened, you kind of recall what you saw at the halfling's place and some familiar pieces of a motif or a paper trail begin to come to mind about how those who found you or would search for you would leave locations that they had almost found you in or interrogated people in. Broken windows, burnt door frames, incinerated furniture, and ash.
So, several things come to mind. First is, I'm glad the curse no longer applies to her, but I mean, the second biggest thing you wanted was to not be under it yourself.
It's a price to pay for having Cassandra not have to deal with it.
True.
I will take that 100 times.
And it may also be partially my fault that all that happened.
How so?
I just now connected how places were left when people were looking for me. And when we went by Halfling's house, it's exactly the same.
Well, that raises a few questions.
It answers a few for me.
Well, first and foremost, why would they look for you there? They have no reason to, right?
If they know who I am, they do. So somebody must have talked to the lieutenant. And since they know who I am, anyone connected to me is at risk of that.
I mean,
If
you're not wrong, but that would be an interesting stretch.
is it really a stretch, though?
Nobody knew Cassandra was there except for the halflings. And so they would have had to come after the halflings, knowing that you had some connection to them, but you didn't know them before I met you, so where did that connection come from?
You.
I understand. It's like I said, it's
Right.
not impossible, but
What other explanation is there?
I don't know.
Sometimes the simplest explanation is the right one.
Hmm.
We'd have to get far more convoluted to come up with another explanation.
True.
So,
Well, at least we're away from that island. Give us a little bit of
right.
space for now.
I want you to take some time to think about if you want to put Cassandra at risk like that.
Under most cases, probably not. But
Right.
I'd rather be close and with you and with all of us, with Cassandra to protect her, than on my own.
Or I could go on my own. And maybe with a little distance, they'd stop hunting for any of you.
They're going to hunt for us anyway, love. They know we're connected already.
Not true.
Might as well stick together.
Sorry.
Old habits.
Right. Well, if you're sure you're all right with that. How are you otherwise?
Well, don't need to eat, breathe, sleep, or drink, and apparently I'm not affected by gravity by much, so pretty good, all on the upside.
Did you have to feed last night?
Yeah. Well, when a curse lies dormant in a child for 10 years and then it all comes back into somebody who isn't,
Right.
it's pretty hard.
Do you remember anything about it?
More than I would like to.
Right.
I should probably go speak with Drakix at some point. Because his Captain Breeze is no longer with him in his mind. He's with me now.
Right. Okay. Well, if he wants to know anything about Captain Breeze, he can also ask me too. So if you have the memories that he had.
I still haven't parsed out exactly what I have from Drakix. I just know that that chunk of it was taken.
Right.
So he might actually, have the memories of being with Captain Breeze. I just don't know if he knows that it is that individual.
Right. Okay.
So I was
Okay.
gonna have to go talk with him later. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll bring it back or if it'll change anything, but I've never actually had one that had this kind of information in it before.
Right. Okay. We do sort of need to. This is going to sound horrible, and I'm sorry. We need to find a way to keep Cassandra occupied while we have adult conversation with the group.
I have a blink dog and a cat. She'll be fine.
Right. Okay.
As long as the dog does not blink off the boat, which I doubt. Maybe he'll go catch a fish or something.
Right. But I think both of these developments and realizations are things everybody needs to know.
Agreed.
Right. Okay. I mean, on the plus side, if I'm being a little selfish, at least we'll live the same amount of time now.
That's true. I don't know about you, but I think I look better in black than I do in blonde, personally.
You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but I do too.
If you didn't, I would just say it'll grow on you because we have 500 years. It'll be fine.
Right. But now we have much longer.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I mean, I'm technically not a vampire, so I'm not immortal, but I'm also a vampire, so
Right.
we'll figure it out.
Right. Okay.
Very good, love.
Yeah, I was scared for a moment.
Understandable.
You tell any of the others, I'll deny it.
Yeah, that tracks. What about you? Any memories? Any dreams?
I don't think it triggered anything, or I don't know.
New bracelet.
Oh my gosh. It's been 2 weeks. Remind me.
The bracelet with the little glass empty vial
Right.
and the silver band.
Right. So,
I
I got
homebrewed that item
jewelry.
just for you. Don't you dare forget it.
Right. No, I remember that there was a homebrewed item, but we don't even have it on my sheet yet, do we?
You're going to have to add it yourself and hang on to the
Okay.
stat block I sent you.
Right. So, right. Now that you mention it, I have this new bracelet. She kind of shows Eva. I don't quite know where it came from. I do remember a dream of sorts. But I think store magic in it.
Fireballs.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
You did it to yourself.
Okay. No, that's not a save. That is not a save. That is a check. Oh,
Is
well,
it
guess what?
save?
Nat 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
You feel the memory of you activating the device,
Mhm.
and you are able to put a stop on it, and you can choose to activate it or choose to not activate it.
Put a stop on the device.
Yeah, like a mental stop.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you're about to like subconsciously activate it, and didn't even realize it.
Oh,
But
and
you're
no,
able to
no.
stop yourself.
Stop.
Okay, so you watch as a little bit of the arcane runes around it begin to light up, and then they die down.
Fireballs.
Oh, I might want to store a few in there, possibly.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't already, but
Your
all right.
activate word is we're bringing it back.
Yes. I probably shouldn't store fire while I'm on a ship, though. I mean,
Yeah, true.
don't want to burn the whole place to the ground.
What
Or
ground?
Right. I mean, there's probably ground down there, right? Just way, way, way down there?
Only one of us can fly, so you can find out if you'd like. The rest of us won't be alive.
Fair. No thanks.
Zon and Drakix, what are you two up to?
No, that's not how you pronounce it. You pronounce it more with the inflection on like the last syllable. And that's how you say fuck in Quarry.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's how. That would be fantastic. Explains so much. Wait, why?
Well,
Huh,
no, because
weird.
otherwise it's probably worse if you say it without the inflection. That's just you'll get something cut off that you don't want cut off.
Oh, so it's like that one lesson that I had when I was trying to speak primordial, and I was trying to say message, and my tutor told me if I said it like that again, I would get my head given back to me on a silver platter.
Yeah.
And I was upset because of the fact that one, he would not explain what I said, and two, it was not gold. So I was trying to figure out what to say to get it back on the gold platter.
Yeah, no, this would be much worse than your head on a platter. You'd still be living, but not very comfortably.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just envision Drakix with a silver collar of a platter.
We could make one of those.
Like the Spanish conquistadors with the giant.
Oh my god. Yes.
Yes. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're probably, just casually talking. She's probably showing off the belt, being like, these are the 3 clans. It makes me feel stronger. This is my brothers. Them, yeah.
So does that mean that your brother's a wimp?
No. He outgrew
Well,
it.
clearly he gave it to you, which means either A, he thought you were weak and needed something to boost you, or B, he couldn't deal with the strength and is really a wimp and gave it to you because you probably use it better.
Drakix is about to find out firsthand which one it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he is.
The worst part of all is the fact that Drac is saying this with, in all honesty, just like pure speculation, as well as, I guess it would be a sense of innocence, because he's not trying to like
Before you can
insult
answer,
her.
Luvigazan,
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody to take charge of the day and roll a d12.
I'll do it.
All right, dude.
Do it.
That way we can
Choose
blame
your
you.
fate.
That's fine. Choose your character. How the fuck did my d12? There it goes. Because I just realized all my dice are sealed away. I can't use them. Okay, listen here, you little piece of shit. All right, thank you. That's an 8.
8?
I'm kind of scared. Yeah.
You fucked us over.
You know, like 2 zeros stacked on top of each other. If you let it fall to the side, it's infinity. You know that
Yep.
number?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, sass the DM. That's the
I
ticket.
did. I did. Listen, okay, I haven't been able to do this for like 2 weeks. I'm
Please
allowed.
ignore that roll. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Continue.
God.
Well, he's gonna try and shove him. Not off the ship, but
I mean, you technically could. He's
I-
got wings.
I know, but she's
It's only
not
once a day
trying
for a
to.
minute. Let's
Yes.
try not to like waste the wings first thing in the morning.
Okay. Make your checks.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Zon with a 12 athletics.
Jeez.
ew.
It would be athletics. He would definitely be. It's gonna be athletics versus athletics.
Okay.
So-
Go for it.
That is a nat 20 for 27.
God,
Jeez.
You go to push him, and
Yeah.
you realize you don't have your cloud legs right now. So the ship kind of rocks a bit, and you get a call off guard. Drakix is born on this, basically. He just catches you and
Look at that.
quickly throws you aside. You don't fall on your backside or anything, but there's this little dips back and forth that you just get caught off guard, and he had just, without losing too much of a basis on his footing, just basically just like pushes you to the side.
It's like you're about to fall because you were unexpected to tilt, and he just gently grabs you, moves you with it, and places you to the side as if nothing has happened. And he just goes, I could understand. Never mind. You're right.
She's gonna walk off. She's like a fucking caged animal on the ship. She has nowhere to run.
Drakix
Yeah.
and Leviathan.
Oh.
As two of you begin to depart from this place, you both kind of see this darkened spot off to the right of the ship.
Oh. She's going off the
And
right side,
you-
okay.
Look over, and you can see about maybe 200 feet away is this large, swirling mass of black storm clouds. The top of black storm clouds. So there is no participation here, but as it is still a lot of wind and movement and lightning and thunder, it's still a challenge to begin to maneuver the ship.
Yeah.
Drakix.
Yeah. Drac is a
What do you
moment
do?
that he hears it, immediately, not even like turning away from, like not looking away from the clouds. He's already untying the actual wheel and immediately just starts barking orders to Zahn and telling her to get the other two up here in order to just like get more hands. Because he figured, even though Rot's not here, Doc would just stay down with Cassandra as the worst case, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Zahn's yelling, "We got a storm coming! Let's get going!"
At the same time, you just slightly hear, because of the fact that he's further back, it's not me. I didn't cause it.
It's all his goddamn fault! He insulted my family!
Do you heed the call of your crewmates?
Oh, especially if there's thunder, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all rush upstairs to the top deck. This will be a group challenge, and I am going to give a unique challenge to all of you.
Great. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with Drakix, and then after his
Uh-huh.
decision is made, the rest of you can choose what you want to bring to the table. Out of your available skills, whether you have proficiency, expertise, or no training, I need you to pick one that you believe you can bring to the table to assist here. But here's the challenge as we move down the list. Skills may not be repeated.
Mm-hmm.
Drakix, what do you choose?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. This is a good one. You know what? No. This is simple. It's going to be athletics to steer the ship. So technically, I'm actually using two things: my athletics proficiency, plus the fact that I'm proficient with technically air vehicles, even though it says
So
water.
I will count that as a skill, and you may choose one or the other.
Okay. All right. Before I make the decision, what would be the proper stat that I'm using for the vehicle, so I know which way
For
to
the
go?
vehicle, you can go one of three skills. You can go strength-based, you can go intelligence-based, or wisdom-based. Each has its own list of pros and cons. But you will get that chosen stat, your proficiency bonus, and then your d20 roll.
Okay, so in essence, it will be the same thing as my athletics. So I'm going to use the vehicle.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I'm just going to roll athletics. You could just ignore it.
No,
It's
that's
just the
fine,
same
yeah.
modifier.
Ooh, well done.
Be good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I add a
Who would
D4 to
like-
that?
Sure.
I want to add my D4 to that just because.
I was saying that because I didn't realize you get the stat bonus as well. So
That's a 17.
17
okay with
total?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Who would like to bring forth their next skill check?
Zahn's already up on the deck,
Yeah.
so she should probably go next.
Yeah.
What you got?
Zahn is going to very obviously bring her athletics into this. She's going to kind of like tighten the ropes, make sure the sails are where they should be. She'll look to Drakix and be like, sails up or down? And then, either raise them or make sure they're tight and in place.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Drakix. Sails up or down?
Which direction is the wind coming from?
The wind
Behind us, or
is... It's currently a bit off to your right. So it's actually pushing the ship left.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, with success, it is possible to catch a bit of the wind to help you. It depends. How do you want to try to completely circumvent this growing force of wind and storm, or do you want to try and weather it out to get through it quicker?
It would be a bit of weathering it out to get through it quicker.
Okay, so sails down.
So, yeah, he would angle the ship in a way
Okay.
to maximize the wind and tell her to go down.
Make an athletics check
Okay. I'm using
to
my...
keep
Mhm.
the sails.
Down.
We'll say this will help add to the sails' ability to withstand tearing.
Perfect. Even better. I'm going to use my in real life dice because clearly Roll20 doesn't like me today. So. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Yes, I rolled a 12.
Eva, red.
Okay, so I have a wild idea.
I
Same,
enjoy
but yours
wild
first.
ideas.
Okay. So she's got absorb elements.
Okay.
Is there a way that she could like direct the damage away from the ship or like absorb
Right. I would say there's not enough wind to deal damage here, but you very well could ask to be steered further into the storm.
Okay, no, that's not it then. So she really like absorb elements wouldn't work with just like okay, all right.
I would say no, because the Absorb Elements
Yeah.
is a little more influencing spells or influencing elements that have been infused with magic.
Okay.
Or she could have just turned into a lightning rod.
You could turn into a lightning rod.
Yeah, sure could. You go, Eva, I'm thinking.
DM, this would require your input, but in the event that they end up getting closer to the storm, Eva would like to hold a spell and try and use Shatter, because Shatter goes and destroys things using thunder damage, to see if she can dispel part of the storm if she gets close enough to it.
Oh.
It's
would
not
say
a
you
solid
could-
object, but it's still technically pressure, I guess, and she wants to try and displace some of it if they get too close.
I'll say you could.
Oh.
It would be because you got to think about the size of the spell's area to affect versus that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be huge.
Right.
But
I would say if you want to keep that as like a emergency,
mhm.
that could be what you're doing. Is just kind of like targeting out when to cast that.
And she will actually go back up to the crow's nest. She has dark vision in natural and magical darkness for 120 feet. So she will be your radar, basically.
That's like the good and eerie thing about where you guys are on the cloud ocean. Is it's not dark by any means. It's just dark clouds
Right.
are coming up close to you.
If they get close, she'd be able to see anything that's in it. So she'll be up there waiting.
Okay. Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Red?
Dirty 20.
Okay, got it.
I'm thinking still. Like, I don't
Thinking
know.
Still?
I have no idea. She has nothing useful in this situation. The only thing that I could think would be like prestidigitation to puff air into the sails, but she's got to be 10 feet away. I don't know. She doesn't have anything for this. She's combat.
Think about
That's
kind of
fair.
what's happening on a ship, what
Mhm.
needs to be taken care of in situations
Mhm.
like this.
Yep. Uh,
If you're unsure, you could always assist a
Yeah.
teammate.
cool. She will. They're all doing shit she can't do.
It will still be considered a help action.
Okay, fair. So she'll help Zahn.
Okay. Zon, roll one more check for me.
Okay.
Okay.
It was worse. Way worse.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That was a 4 plus 8.
It's all right. Okay. All right. Apologize, my allergies are getting the better of me right now.
It's all
It's
good.
all good.
With your party's combined skills, you are able to keep the sails from ripping. You are able to keep the ship on a bit of a cut-through course as the entirety of the clouds beneath you become those kind of like really like how do you word this? Smooth but rigid clouds with like just a bunch of layers to them. And it gets choppy on board. It's rough. We're rocking back and forth. There's upward spraying of water. Some of you have not experienced this. Drakix, you have experience with it. You don't like it, but you have experience with it.
Yeah, he's just like nobody's next to him, so nobody knows. He's grumbling and he's like, "Motherfucker, what the fuck?" He's just like muttering under his breath about how bad the storms are and how much he hates them on the cloud sea, but he's just managing.
Vikazon, you've been beneath a storm like this before.
Yeah. Yeah. She's watching out for that lightning to hit her.
Yeah. You
Yep.
can see lightning dancing through the clouds. It's not going up. It's mostly below. You just see flashes below you.
Weird.
But we'll say, Eva, what you notice with your perception of 20, you do see at the eye of the storm, you do see something moving.
Size, roughly?
Um,
Don't do this.
Am I looking
Don't
at a
put-
bowling ball? Am I looking at a ship?
Don't
you're
put a
looking
crowd
at, I'm
ca-
trying to
crowd?
find a comparison on my desk.
Uh-oh.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-mm. It's a cloud kraken.
Here's your ship.
Uh-huh.
It's a fucking snitch.
Here's the thing. You see a whirling mass of this kind of iridescent, leathery skin. No, that's not a word. Flesh.
Organic, then?
Sure.
Let me rephrase that question. Alive?
It's moving.
Okay. Could I make an Arcana check to see if it's a magical effect?
Sure. We're gonna kind of check as the ship suddenly lurches forward from a come around burst of wind and speed to launch you on a course out of the storm. Congratulations. The ship survived with no damage.
19?
19. You know there's things out there. You know that there have been tales of creatures that have slipped through the various tears between the planes. That's how you got pretty much 60 to 70% of the cloud ocean is just elemental plane of air, elemental plane of water. They just leaked in. Who knows what else slipped through?
Just yells. Actually, no, I have message. I don't even need to fucking yell. Just looks down at Drakix and I'm just like, keep us as far away from that thing as you can.
I imagine you get back a very snarking, well, duh.
No, it's of course, and what thing?
Exactly.
There's a lot of things. Some of them are benign, and some of them are not.
Let's not find out. It is a thing. Run.
All she gets back is a sigh at this point.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. But few, I'd say, hour of sailing, getting yourself back on a corrected course, you are able to put that event behind you. The ship suffered no damage. My contested roll against your average of 18, I rolled a 3.
Yes.
So you guys had a great average, and I rolled poorly. Your ship survived the day.
Which means that we're that much closer. Because we did also get a speed boost, so
You did get a little boost.
we'll get there at least a couple of hours earlier, you know? We're trying to beat the GPS time.
Yeah.
Climbs back down the mast. So, yeah, your storm might have potentially been a creature? I'm assuming air elemental of some sort, combined with whatever you need to make a thunderstorm?
I mean, he can make a thunderstorm. So, like, was it just like a giant lizard?
To make one on that scale?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Was it just a fucking giant lizard that I she realized what she said.
There's an
It's like-
eye twitch as she says it, and he looks at her.
That's what you
Doesn't say
get
a
for
thing.
That's what you get for insulting my brother.
Tell me more about this giant lizard.
I don't know. A giant dragon lizard creature thing that can I don't know. What do you know of any creatures that could do this, Drakix? You're the one who said
That was going to be my question to the DM.
Perfect.
I want to quickly lean off screen and blow my nose, but please make a history check. Make it with advantage.
All right. With advantage? All right. Come on, goose egg. That is an 18.
Not bad.
Nice. 18. There are stories about when certain phenomenal events happen on the Cloud Ocean. Some of these effects, as we know them as players, are called hurricanes, tornadoes, things like this. Typically, they don't really have a name up here.
Yes.
Up here, they're called something a little more different that you would see in an ocean, such as a whirlpool. So,
Okay.
what
now
you
you're the-
know
Thank you.
is that the. Aww. She's getting food.
Sorry, my mom gave me food.
No, that's
Oh.
fine. Why are you apologizing
No,
for
you're
that?
good.
It's okay. I forgot to mute.
It's fine. Up here, it is known as a whirlpool because there is no weather above you. But there are song, legend, where when these things happen, it grants those a glimpse into the undercloud. To put it in context for us as players, basically a glimpse into the abyss. Most who have seen it barely survived the tell of it, and those who got too close, well, dead men tell no tales.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna let them know about that. Mention that's the first time he's ever heard of a creature be in the center of one.
There's some folklore songs on the oceans,
Yeah.
cloud oceans, about a writhing mass, or the dark cloud, or even to much more basic, rudimentary understanding, like the great serpent, because most people don't really. It's like our ancestors trying to comprehend things we have today and the things they saw.
Alien.
Yeah.
That's why we have legends of a creature with 6 bare legs, the head of a turtle, and the shell of a rhino. They didn't know what they're trying to explain. It's
Nessie?
similar to that.
Bless you. But yeah, no, I get that. He would definitely tell them about the stories, the folklore that exists about it. But he would definitely say, like, I've never seen it. This is the first time that, like, there are times when I heard those stories and I thought that they were lies. People drunk off their asses and just see shadows. That's what I expect. They look too deep into the abyss and see things that don't exist. This is the first time that I trust somebody who tells me what they saw. So I know that now they weren't all drunk.
I mean, they might have still been drunk, but that doesn't mean it's not real.
Fair. And the entire time he's doing this, he's twiddling that ring on his finger, not even realizing.
Okay.
Well, made it past it, so I would just say, don't turn around for a while.
Yeah, don't plan on it. But yeah, we
That's
would
a
keep on. Mm-hmm.
good place to continue the story and take our snack break. We're going to take a quick 10-minute snack break. We'll be back after that. So while we're getting our snacks and water, make sure you do the same because it's D&D night and D&D deserves snacks. See you guys in 10. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out during our snack break. We did go a little bit long because my allergies. I apologize. They're on high alert right now, so thank you for your patience with that. Let's kick right back into the story. So, over the first half, the party had some discussions, some things came to light, and they also survived
Huzzah!
the interesting weather.
Mhm.
Weather.
Weather
Schmether.
things that happen on the cloud ocean that are unique.
Natural phenomenon.
Natural phenomenon that are unique unto the cloud ocean. Thank you for that word choice. That was very good. I appreciate that. You all could see the gears in my brain were just fucking stopped. Just just fucking clicking.
Grinding. Yeah.
Get the crayon out of there.
Supposed to be your snack, not in your brain.
I know, sorry.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
But some time has passed since you made it past that natural phenomenon, and you are all welcome to your own devices as I give the table back to the cursed crew. What would you like to do?
Cause chaos. Yes.
Be ourselves, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Drake is overseeing everything, making sure that there's no issues because of precaution. Everybody's looking at him climb up and down the mast, checking out the rigging, the sails, and everything, making sure the course is still set. That's all he's doing, unless somebody calls out to him to ask him a question.
Okay.
Zahn will probably ask if he needs help. And, like, hey, if this is gonna become, like, a permanent thing, you should probably teach us how to, sail a ship. How to rig things up, and, it's gonna be a long 2 weeks for you just to do this constantly.
I can tie knots.
We all know that.
The real question
Drac
is,
bites his
hands-on?
tongue. But we'd have to
I'm just
stop.
reminded of that Winnie the Pooh moment. Can
Yeah.
you not? I cannot. You cannot. I cannot not.
But can Zahn tie a knot?
Yes.
We'll have to ask Doc later.
Thank you, David. You got it.
Yep. As usual, Megan's the last one to get it.
No,
So
I
sweet
missed
and innocent.
Anywho.
When she mentions it, there is a very ominous gleam in Drax's eye. And she goes, "Oh, I will teach you the ways of this ship." And immediately he gives her a broom and bucket.
You expect me
Scrub.
to scrub the deck.
Yes.
We're... Fine.
And he
Fine.
also grabs his own and does it too. He just
Red
walks up.
walks by, just prestidigitating the floor.
No. Zahn is going to mop the deck, but going to mop right under his feet all the way. Be like, you're making the mess. I'm cleaning under your feet.
He just looks at her.
Welcome to day 2's.
Now that we're getting along, I think she's trying to get after you.
Clearly. And then he goes, "Okay, this is the case." Takes the mop and bucket away from her. Brings her over to where the rigging is.
Uh-huh.
And just quickly goes through the knot and goes, "All right, do that with all of them." And he walks away.
What are the chances that she actually understood how to do that knot?
Make an intelligence check.
No.
Yes.
You asked.
I know. It's for the story.
I love the ID10T of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 3
A 3?
total. I rolled a
Hope
2.
You
that
got
ain't gonna
this.
help that.
You can do this. You got this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know how to create knots and
That's a
She ends-
totally different knot somehow.
Uh-huh.
No.
Or she ties herself to the rigging.
Oh, no. I'll be honest with you. Drac expects to come back in like 5 minutes and finds her dangling in the rigging.
Do you come back to inspect her work?
Oh yeah, he does. Like I
Make
said,
a perception
5 minutes.
check.
Oh no.
Okay.
Or no, actually, no. This would be investigation because you're actually inspecting the work. Make an investigation check.
Nope.
Oh man, I was doing better with the perception. I had a +6. You bastard. That's a dirty 20.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's actually a nat 20. Forgive me, because I remember I have a
Nice.
boost
oh
setting.
shit. God damn it.
So you know how there's a horse knot and a square knot, and they
Uh-huh.
look incredibly similar?
Mm-hmm.
You showed her one. She did the other. You realize the lightest breeze comes through. All these knots are rapidly coming undone because she basically tied a quick pull release knot,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
a daisy chain.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
He
see,
just quickly goes back and does it the proper one all over again. All the way through before he looks at her. He probably has this in his pocket anyway. Takes out a small piece of rope, hands it to her, just goes, practice.
As he says this, a gust of wind comes by, and the last knot he didn't fix just comes right off.
that's what you get for going too fast. And she's gonna walk into the kitchen. Just gonna practice.
And he's immediately going to go and get that rope and retie that knot.
Yep. Eva, red?
We talk to the rest about things.
Probably pulls on back from her stomping tirade and pull her back towards Drakix.
I'm busy.
Not while we're talking. No, not in that sense.
You can knot and walk, knots and walk. And he's still tying up the knots too to make sure they're all good and walking.
We should probably get the doctor too.
Yeah. Well, we all,
Right.
sit in the galley.
Drakix, are you okay to leave the rigging for a while?
Somebody needs to keep an eye on the ship to make sure we don't actually end up in another storm. So I
trust
will not be
Cassandra.
going down.
Damn.
He's gonna look, blink, and just be like, "No."
Taught her more
Right.
than I did.
So I was thinking we could probably all just talk up here, and Cassandra can play below deck. Right?
That's fine with me.
That way we can all keep an eye on the surroundings and watch out for any storms while we're talking.
Okay. Move your tokens. I made a map for a reason.
You get Doc. He
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah.
He leaves Cassandra for basically like recess time, lunch break, whatever, so on and so forth. Nap. Whatever a kid wishes to do at this time.
Do you want us on the upper decks? Because this is technically a place where we can see things, where we are at the moment.
Yeah, no, Drac would definitely say here.
Okay, so upper decks it is. Got it.
Yeah.
This way he keeps an eye on and can like react instead of going to below and then
Well, it's
things
not below.
happen.
Technically, the only part that is upper decks is on either end, and the
Mhm.
middle, in the middle, is still seeable.
No,
But
Yeah,
anyway,
still top side.
Yeah.
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, it's topside. We can
It's just how loud do you want to talk? Now, again, you're in the middle of basically fucking nowhere.
Yeah, this is perfectly fine.
Right. Okay.
We'll see anybody who's trying to eavesdrop on us.
Right.
Sure you will.
Don't say that.
So, since I can't see invisible things anymore, who else would like to try?
I don't have that ability.
Ah. Which one of us goes first?
Ta-da! Vampire again. Permanent this time? Which is why
Ooh.
Cassandra doesn't have it.
I was going to ask about that. You two look different. I didn't know if it was just, being at sea, if that was a thing, or...
I'm not
What?
going to pretend to be as insightful or intelligent as the player of the Doctor is, because he is an incredible player like all of you are.
Mhm.
So I'm sure he'll have some things to say when he returns.
Okay.
Mhm.
For now, he just
Yep.
kind of nods his head and contemplates in
Mhm.
silence.
Okay.
You see
Yeah,
him
I just
take
wanted to make
notes
sure that he
once
was,
in a
like,
while. He takes
included.
notes.
Yeah.
He's in shock. He's in shock.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So.
There's a little exclamation point above his head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Something now?
my patron decided to come pay me a visit. He's the one who rescued Cassandra. The halflings are gone.
Bob gets a little teary-eyed.
Oh, it gets worse.
It gets worse?
We'll come to that in a second, but basically my patron has said that he knows that if there's no Cassandra, there's no Eva, and he need me to do his business for him, so he saved Cassandra from the disaster that happened at their house,
Okay.
which is why she's here.
Okay.
And he still, in return, would like us to go and destroy, whatever. I would personally prefer to absolutely obliterate my sire into non-existence, but, whatever he decides is good enough. In order to do that, we need to be able to dreamwalk, which is why he took the curse from Cassandra and gave it back to me.
Ew.
And little Cassandra looks very much like her father.
That explains quite a bit. Still fiddling with the ring.
Did anybody else get mysterious things in their sleep last night?
Yes. But she holds up her bracelet.
I don't like the fact that he's rolling dice right now. I don't like the fact that he's rolling dice right now.
It strengthens my magic. Allows me
Okay.
to store some of it.
That's
Right.
not so bad.
I mean, no. The thing about the halflings, though,
Okay.
they unspeakable things were done to them, in the same vein of the people who've been chasing me. It looks like the halflings were paid a visit by them. Same exact MO. Same blown out windows, ash and refuse,
Mhm.
which means if they somehow connected Cassandra to me, they've connected all of us to me, which means we could all end up like that. So we kind of need to keep our eyes open. As if we didn't already have enough to keep our eyes open about in the first place.
Drac just shrugs and just goes, "So another list of people who want my head for some reason or another. That's fine. I'll just add them to the tally." Brings out a small little notebook, and like in it, there's like a single page, like it's like the very first page. People who want my head.
No,
And
they
there's
don't want
about
your head. They want
40.
your entrails to become your extrails.
Oh, sorry. He goes about 4 pages in. People who want me dead. And there's at least 45 tallies in here. Now he just marks off 46.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it just means that you're stuck with us.
I mean, certainly, but there's also the worry that anyone you all come into contact with could be at risk.
Oh, we clearly know that. And he kind of just
Fuck.
turns around a little bit and looks over the bow and just be like,
Right.
I will get that one back.
Because they took the halflings and I'd barely ever spoken a few words to them. It was an extraneous connection. So again, to anyone we come into
Okay.
contact with.
So, it took them that long to do that.
Right.
How long were you on the island? A few months, a year?
It's fairly long, but I've only known Eva a short time, so to speak, all things considered.
Well, it's
Been about a month since we met, month and a half almost.
Oh, weren't we gone at sea far longer than a month?
No, I mean, yeah, it has been.
yeah.
What is it? 3 months?
Somewhere.
I
3 or
kind
4.
of get lost when I'm out at sea. Time just feels like nothing because it's not like
Right.
there's much of a tell really. It just gets there's sun and then there's night and then that's it, and then it just kind of merges into the same day at the end of the week.
DM, would it be fair to say that it's been less than 6 months since,
You met the party?
yeah, the party met?
Yes.
Right, so less than half a year.
Okay. So, that being said, then logically, wouldn't it?
Logic doesn't follow us. I think it's allergic to us.
I'm trying, but I can't do numbers. That's Doc's thing. So,
Right.
but wouldn't it? It probably won't take them, less than 6 months to follow us, but
Right.
would they if we go to my island?
That's entirely up to you. We can see our back trail somewhat, so you will notice if people are right on our ass, I would hope.
You would. There's not a lot of traffic out in the open cloud ocean. It's kind of like the regular ocean as we know it. You see more ships when you get closer to ports or land masses.
So we'll be able to notice anyone following us, and we didn't decide exactly where we were going before we left. So at best, they know of a few places we might go if they ask the right people, like librarians or any of the people we've visited.
Yeah, I didn't.
So there's a possibility it could lead there.
Drac is going to nonchalantly walk to each side of the ship,
Yep.
look out to the cloud sea, and also like kind of like try to pierce the cloud sea itself
Make a
as he's
perception
looking.
check.
That's a 19.
You don't see any other ships, but off in a distance you do see some like non-aggressive sky sea life. Just kind of like the equivalent of dolphins or jumping fish like that. Just kind of off in their own little schools. You see one like, 100 feet off to one end.
Okay. He's also just to make sure this is clear. He has already dealt with a cloud ship coming from underneath the cloud sea. He is double checking that without making anybody else alarmed. He's just like, is there anything under there? No, no. Okay, goes on to the other
Yeah,
side. Just
like disturbances
nonchalantly,
on the
just like
surface.
no, we're good. Okay, it goes back to the wheel. It continues to
No,
navigate.
you don't see any large darkened shapes or shadows in the cloud ocean.
Okay,
Right.
okay. That's one of the things that he'd be constantly on the lookout for, and then he would also let Avon know that too, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
So I think it is probably the best idea to go to your island first, because if they know where we're going, or the possibilities at least, I believe you're the only person that has someone actually there that we're going to visit, right?
Yeah.
So we could at least give them heads up. Because if they know where we're going or the
Yeah.
possibilities of where we're going, we need to warn people.
That is true.
Right. So probably a good idea we're headed there first then.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I just, I know they can handle themselves. They've been handling themselves for many, many years, but it's just family.
Right. And I know you don't want to put them in any further danger, but they're already in danger.
Yeah.
And it'll be worse if they're not warned of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Right. So just a little heads up. They're getting closer.
Yes. Yeah. Great. So good.
Right.
Right. So, any other terrible news? Anything more?
I found this ring, and he just holds up the ring in his hand. No idea. It was just there.
Do you know what it does?
Since you've had it on, you do feel
Sturdier.
sturdier. A
That would
sense
be the
of-
best.
Yeah.
Gotta love when Discord cuts out some sounds.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he just goes, I feel sturdier. That would be the right way. And he takes it off a little bit. It's just like I just don't understand why it says breeze, but whatever. Puts it back on.
Wasn't that your captain?
It was.
He blinks, drawing a massive blank. No.
Captain, sort of almost like a father figure. What was his name? The person who kind of almost raised you on the cloud ocean? Your first captain. What was his
He
name?
just blinks, mouth open, and he just I
His name was Captain Breeze. I met him too.
no scrunches his head. Was it? No.
Yes, it
No.
was. You've
No.
only talked about him ad nauseum to all of us.
It's true. Even I know about Captain Breeze.
Then why? And he just looks over to Eva and just goes, "Oh,
Right.
oh."
Unfortunately.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, right.
Wasn't a choice.
Oh. And this is all you're gonna get from him for a little while. He's just
Yeah.
trying to accept the fact that the memory's been ripped out, but also can't, like, he's not upset about it. He's just like, why those?
It's difficult to be upset about something you don't have
I
any
know.
knowledge of.
Yeah, he's just like, I can't be upset, but something feels like I want to be upset, but I can't be upset. He just shrugs at the end of it. It's like, well, it's fine. It's probably serving you much better.
Not really. I don't know this ship stuff like you do.
Well, technically, if you have my memories, then wouldn't you be able to use that to your benefit in the ship stuff?
I don't know
He
if
kind
I
of like
actually...
scratches his head at this point. It's like, does it work like that?
I'm not sure I've actually taken your memories of your time with him. Just of him. Specifically.
Right.
The individual.
So
Got
maybe
it.
any blank space in your memory where you know someone did something that was super important, it's probably him.
Maybe. Not sure.
Possibly.
So if I have a memory of a blob, that's probably one of him.
I think
A
not sure about-
humanoid
Oh well,
blob?
it's fine.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. Moving on. It's okay.
Right.
Right.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay.
Cassandra's, not a vampire anymore, but
Yeah.
now Eva's a vampire permanently and it can't be removed. But now we have access to the dream realm, and also we are aware that the people that are trying to come after me, that are brutal and ruthless, will also try and come after anybody connected to us. We're also headed to your island, and you got a what? A
I
belt
got a
from your brother,
belt.
right? Right.
Yes.
And then
It was my brother's.
oh,
Is my brother's? Was my brother's?
I mean,
is-
if you have it now, then it's yours.
Yeah, but not in the sense that like he passed away and it was passed on to me. At
Right,
least
but possession is 9/10 of the law. You're fine.
Well, but he got the
He
ring
owned
from
it?
his
No, he doesn't.
dead
Right.
captain. Does that mean?
Right. And, that
We'll
mean
find
what?
out when we
Does
get
that mean
there.
I'm gonna try and not think about that.
No, I agree. Let's high
right.
hopes until we get there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
my item didn't come from anyone who's passed on, I think.
You think?
Right.
That we
I
know
don't
of.
know.
That we
That we know of.
I
Right.
Mm,
Right. So, again, we're going to your island next, so you should find
yes.
out
Because I
relatively
feel
soonish.
very meh.
Right.
Normal. Weird like when I was younger.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
At this point, Red would probably ask Doc what's going on if anything happened with him, but, we'll just wait until he comes back.
well, if that's all, the extra chaos that's in our lives now.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go plant some herbs.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. And not think about that potentially my brother is dead. And yeah. And she'll walk off. To, I don't know, try and find a place to plant the herbs in a safe location. Probably in the kitchen.
Soil?
Did we bring soil? Eva, the ones that Eva had prepared do have soil, yes.
So they're in like
Yeah.
little pots.
Anything else,
Doc-
I don't know.
Doc did grab some things for them.
Yeah, I think he did.
There's
Maybe you
enough
should-
for like singular pots, not like a flower bed. Maybe? Anybody have fabricate?
You?
Stop.
Do you know what level we are?
Yeah. Anybody have fabricate?
Turns to Doctor. You might want to go keep an eye on her in case she kills those plants instead.
It was one time.
Gardening.
Watch the beak.
Listen, Drac hearing that also has another eye twitch. Doesn't say a damn thing, but still watches her as she leaves, and she could feel him glaring.
She just like she holds the door open, is like staring at him as Doc walks beside her into the galley and just closes the door. Grumble, grumble.
For what it's worth, Dracox, I didn't know of Captain Breeze. Apparently Red did, so maybe she can give you some more about his character. But
Right.
from what I can garner, he's a good man.
He absolutely was.
I'm sorry that I took that from you.
It's okay. I would rather you. If it's perfectly fine.
Eva will just kind of slowly turn, walk away, and go find Cassandra.
Okay.
Probably having a party with her new hair color.
She's napping.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's been a heavy cram session with the doctor, you can only imagine.
Right.
Her eyes are little anime swirls. It's just too much knowledge.
Why does it have to be math?
She just has the black text leaking out of her mouth as she's talking.
There's also a lot of things about plants and medicine and all that,
Yeah.
and that's really what got her into that mode. Yeah.
Eva will just kind of gently put a hand on her head while she's asleep, and to no one in particular, but someone in particular, just into the open air, she says, "Thank you for protecting my child when I could not." She doesn't know if she'll get a response. She's not expecting one. Just throws it out into the ether.
You barely in the corner of your eye see the faintest of smoke. Do you look?
Yeah.
There is a pristinely placed little scroll with a little bind around it.
She'll go and pick it up.
It's old.
Very, very gently open the scroll because she doesn't want to damage it.
Yep. You open it up, and what you see, it looks like a top-down view, some kind of a blueprint to some sort of room, tower, something. It's hard to make out. It's not very detailed, except for what would be the deepest chamber or room is incredibly detailed. And it is some sort of a circular area with various runes and stonework depicted on it around a central point.
Just takes a very deep breath. Doc. Before she runs off to the local brainiac, can she make an intelligence check, an arcana check, something to try and
Make
decipher
a
this?
charisma check.
Oh.
Okay.
Because the method of communication between your deity and you is via the pact.
Dirty 20.
You just get this fainted whisper. Travel. Find. Destroy.
Just another day at the office. Sticks it in her backpack for later.
Further. All right. Unless somebody has something else, we will put a close to this day.
All good.
That's fine.
I will probably actually put an early close to this session there because I need to confer a couple of things with the doctor before we move forward. Because I know there's things he wanted to do.
Ooh.
Because I was going to actually, we can do that. I can retro that later. It's fine. Over the course of the next few weeks, 1 week and some change. Zahn,
Yes.
do you want to match or do you want to not match?
I don't know if I'd not match.
Okay. Now pick high or low.
Low.
So you want me, for a good outcome, to roll 50 and above. So we don't match. 'Cause
Yes.
you pick low.
Yes.
Oh. Well, one of these fell off. Doesn't matter. So I rolled a 40 something.
Oh, that's a bad outcome.
So close.
Zahn. Let me check where your room is. Nope. Drakix.
Uh-huh.
On a morning, probably about 3 or 4 days before your predicted arrival to this island, you wake up freezing cold.
Uh-huh. Drac is immediately gonna run outside, like, just run out the room and be like, what the hell?
You run out of your room. You run up top side.
Yeah.
There is this odd layer of this powdery white substance over the entirety of the ship. And it is absolutely freezing. You can see your breath.
I didn't do it, obviously.
I know who did.
So Drac immediately starts to think, who pissed off? Well, it wouldn't be red. Well, then again, it could be because there was absence of heat. Maybe she has unknowingly pissed off some kind of deity, and now this is their vengeance, taking all the heat of the world away. Um, and he goes, "Can't be Eva. She's too sweet, but also deals more with dreams in that essence. And I'm pretty sure I'm awake because it is way too cold for me to be asleep." And he goes, "But the other two disappeared. It has to be one of the other two. It has to be one of their faults."
Logic is logicking.
Mm,
Yep.
He's just gonna
math do be
open
mathin'.
the
Who
path
has an
downstairs,
outside
and
room?
just yells down,
Yep.
"Zahn, what the flying fuck did you do now?"
Mm?
Because he doesn't think Doc would do it.
Zahn just sits up in bed, just like,
All of you wake up to the sound of someone yelling. And it's not as cold as that in your rooms, but it is the faintest hint of seeing your breath as you breathe. But more so for you, Red.
This is ridiculous. Who did this?
as soon as Zahn, like, sees her breath, her eyes go wide and she's just runs out the door in her pajamas and, like, gets up to the top bunk or top deck and is like, "We're going home." And she is going to immediately do a snow angel. She just flops on her back in it and just, like, starts waving her hands and legs and is kind of happier as of today.
Why are you acting like a cloud star? What the hell is wrong with you?
It's snow. We're close. She'll stand up and, like, get a bit, it's on. It's a big snowball for everybody else. It's normal for
Yeah.
her. She's gonna take it. She's gonna look at Jax. "I'm not sorry," and she's gonna throw it at him.
It gets a hit roll with a dexterity-based weapon.
Fucking yes.
Fuck yes. I'm just gonna make a dex check. Because I don't know that I have anything with yeah.
Okay.
With that, proficiency won't help. That was only a 10.
Jack, what's your AC without your armor?
12?
12?
Yeah, because the ring. He never takes off the ring.
Okay. Would she have proficiency? Because,
Yeah.
okay, so then there's a 13.
You get hit right in the side of the snout with just this ball of packed snow and cold.
No.
For a moment, being shocked with this cold, especially on his scales now, he considers picking her up, flying over the side of the ship, and letting go.
Mm.
And then he's just like, "That would be truly evil. I am not like that." And he takes a deep breath and just slowly walks way back to the ship wheel in order to take care and make sure we're still on course.
You are on course, but you notice the device you use to kind of measure the location of the islands is being split. It's kind of rocking back and forth between two locations.
Seeing him go up, Zahn will come up as well.
Right behind you is a 10-year-old child and a blink dog.
Yep.
Because somebody had to yell down the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah. He's gonna hear the soft pitter patter of feet.
As you just hear, "What is this?"
He's just gonna wrap her in his tail and like, "I need to teach you something." And he just like kind of like puts her on his shoulder as he looks up and just goes, "That should not be happening."
No. Would Zahn know that that is what should be happening?
You
Well,
know that Zahn would have knowledge of this, and Drakic, you would have heard of this, but you never experienced it.
Actually, what's the island name again?
Hers is
Hasbing.
Hosbing.
Took me a second.
He knows this because this is his main route.
That's right, it
Hasbing?
is.
It's a beacon trove.
You know to avoid this. Because
Once again,
it slows the
he
ship
goes,
down.
this is not good.
It slows the ship down.
Uh-huh.
Ships disappear more likely here because of this weather, and this is truly weather, and no one knows what the source is. This should not be happening. This is not natural. Something is affecting this that no one can figure out.
Do the locals
he-
know?
Your knowledge, Zahn,
Mm-hmm.
is that you know that there are legends that say there is a home of a great creature, a mythical, incredible protector of the island that slowly circles the island, and it assists with the change in temperature to help plants die and decay and nurture the soil so that the next time it comes around again, they can grow better without having to rely on druidic magics.
It's like, oh yeah, we're probably getting too close to the island. You probably want to go around a little bit, or a bit further. We don't want to disturb the creature, whatever it may be. I don't typically.
I would
get
say
this
that
close.
you would hold this in regard to the same way a lot of people hold like mythical creatures that protect their cultures and clans.
Yeah. Yeah. We should, as much as he's wonderful. We don't know. I've always called it a he since I was a little kid, but we don't know what it is, and it helps us, and so we probably don't want to anger it by getting too close. So as much as I love the snow. By the way, Cassandra, this is snow. It's very fun. I will show you how to make a snow angel.
You mean a cloud star? That's clearly a cloud star. And he describes a starfish, but cloud form entirely.
It's kind of like that, but with snow. But the inverse of it.
Probably about this time, Red has fully gotten dressed
Yep.
and has lit herself on fire and is coming up the stairs.
The poor
Eva's
snow
wrapped
is
in a
melting.
blanket, just like trying to hold on to the back of Red and stay warm.
So it's like, don't melt the snow, please. Just flame off.
I'm not letting it fall on me.
Just don't melt the snow yet.
I mean, there's gonna be
It's n-
more, isn't there?
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. We're
Speaking of
So...
more,
God.
You're
Someone
dressed
roll
in
a D5
fur. That doesn't mean
or
it's
D6.
warm.
oh no, she's not.
Who
Roll
roll
a
a D6?
d6.
someone roll a d6.
Sure, I got it. Let's roll a dice. 4.
Okay.
Red's just leaving a trail of water behind her.
Yeah.
Uh,
You all feel an impact.
Oh,
As the ship hits something sturdy.
oh no, Zon's gonna go check. Run down the stairs. Check with
Heel
his
or
side.
hole?
Is it at the front, the side?
It's off to the right hand, the front right side.
Zon will take a peek over.
Drax's gonna look over the railing, but also since Cass is currently like on his shoulder, his tail wraps around her waist a couple of times to make sure she doesn't accidentally fall over.
You look over the side, you can see there is a solidified section of the cloud ocean that is slammed its frozen density into the side of the ship. Or more
Right.
the other way, the ship ran into it.
We've
He just-
basically run into the equivalent of an iceberg in the ocean.
Yes.
We're
Right.
Yes.
Do
We're
I need to
Titanicing.
clear us a path?
As you say that, you look out over and you can see the path is riddled.
I have wall of fire. If we attach it to the front of the ship, it won't burn the ship, but it'll burn the icebergs out of the way.
That's not
He
a
just
bad
he
idea.
he sighs and just runs his hand over his face and goes, "This is why I don't like coming here in the winter."
Yeah,
Look,
you typically
Right.
keep track of where it is in its current season, and you just sail around it.
Like, especially in the winter, he's just like, I don't have to be there for that. Everything can wait for spring, summer, fall. I'll be there. Winter, it's always exports out and come back when it's warmer.
Are you gonna put like a flying V on the front of the ship and wall of fire?
Yes.
yeah.
We should probably also. I don't know if we can try and steer to avoid most of this.
Yeah, we
The wall of
should.
fire won't last long.
Yes.
So I can have it ready if it looks like something is going to hit the front of the ship. But perhaps we save that in reserve?
We'll save that in reserve. And then he looks at Cass and go, you're going to learn firsthand how to drive a ship through all of this.
Right.
What am I? Chopped liver?
No, because even chopped liver has a use right now.
Go!
You, on the other hand, are going to go and just yell to make sure of the fact that I'm dodging the floating cloud sea.
You are lucky you are holding a child right now.
You
He
should
just
just
holds a
smile as you
hand
see her
up.
making grabby hands towards the helm.
He holds a hand up to Cast for a high five.
Right, so
She
I see
turned-
I've been supplanted. Good luck.
And he's actually going to put her directly behind his head so that way she could see over him. Like, legs on either side of his neck and everything. Goes, all right, I'm going to go through this because this will be hard. But he also kind of like wraps like 2 small pieces of rope to his hands and gives it to her. Just feel the tug, feel how I'm doing this. You'll get used to this. And when it's free, I'll let you actually steer. Just not right now. And
Okay.
don't pull too hard because my hand comes off. We may have problems.
So Zahn,
There is also enough slack too, just to make sure.
you're on Outlook?
Yes, so what she's gonna do when my mouse starts working. Okay. It's like it's been glitching. She's going to A, tie a rope to her waist. B, tie a rope to probably the side of the ship that isn't broken.
Okay.
She will make sure it's a knot that does not come undone.
Okay.
Brad, can you make sure she's knotted
You've had
properly?
plenty of time to
Right.
perfect your knot tying skills.
It's been
Remember, she cannot
over a
knot.
week. It's been over a week.
David,
I know how to
hush.
tie a knot.
Hmm.
And she's going
How
to.
well can you tie a knot? I've had eons of practice.
Yeah, I'm gonna sick my brother on you guys. And she's going
Mm.
to crawl up to the head of the ship.
Okay.
Red is also coincidentally going to be at the bow of the ship because she needs to be able to put the wall of fire in place if she has
Yes.
to.
Yep. Eva?
Back up on watch duty.
Okay.
Best place she can be.
2 of you may make your own separate perception checks, or 1 of you may make one with advantage.
I will
Which would you like?
assist.
Okay.
Yes. Red? Or is it Eva
Nope.
that's doing it?
Eva's
Eva
on
that's doing
watch.
it.
I'm
Red's
there in
on
case someone
spellcasting
tells.
duty.
Yeah, I'm there in case someone tells me, "Hey, put down the fire."
Go ahead. Do it. I will assist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay. Track Hicks. Make me a survival check.
Dun, dun, dun.
Actually, no. Make me a land vehicle or a vehicle check.
So it'll be athletics. It's just for vehicle.
This would be more
strength.
wisdom based.
More wisdom.
Yes.
All right, I'll just make a wisdom check and I'll add my proficiency to
bonus.
it.
Perfect.
That's a 15.
It's pretty good.
Nice. So with that, a 15 is a success for this round. You
Mhm.
were able to dodge and move the ship out of the way. And using the instruments, you are also able to get yourself further away from the potential source. The large
The Bermuda
landmass.
Triangle of Hasbing. Got it.
Yeah, basically. The rhombus.
The Bermuda Island of.
Yeah.
No, it's actually the parallelogram. It's never the same shape. It's always
You
different.
spend about this first check is probably about an hour or two of travel. Navigating through, watching your way. Red, you don't have to need to use any spell slots this time around, so you're good. Everybody did well.
Nice.
As those 2 hours come to a close, the bits of it are getting thinner, but they're getting more frequent because they're not able to hold together as well.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and make me another perception check with advantage. And then David, go ahead and make me your vessel check.
That is a dirty 20 for the vessel check.
Nice.
And 16 for perception.
Okay. You don't quite catch some of the debris in time. But Red, I'll let you make a choice. Because these bits aren't as large. Are you going to expend the slot to make the flaming V?
Does it look? Do I need to make some kind of intelligence crap check to see if these are big enough to do any kind of major damage to the ship?
I would say make me it's a tough call here.
Yeah, I know.
Make an intelligence check, but make it with disadvantage, just based upon your lack of knowledge with vessels.
Great. Okay. Bad? Even with this, it's a 14.
A 14, you feel pretty confident that if enough of these hit,
Yeah.
it's going to, especially because you already took one hard hit.
Okay.
So you could choose to make like a slanted shape to just the front right to protect that, or you could do the V to try and disperse Annie as a whole.
She will go ahead and make the V.
Okay. And how long does that spell last?
Oh, it's only a minute.
Okay.
But if she
I'll
needs
say-
to, she'll expend sorcery points to give herself another spell slot.
Yeah, I'll say with what was that spell?
It's Wall of
Wall of
Fire.
fire.
What level is that one again?
Oh, it's level 4.
It's level 4.
Yeah,
Damn.
It's a potent spell, but it doesn't
it
last
is.
very long.
Nope.
So I would say it would take 2 castings to assist the ship in getting through this leg of the journey.
Features. Okay, let me double check and see how this works.
I have another idea. Don't
Okay,
we
well, you
have
have a minute to say it.
Don't we have a broom?
A broom of flying? Yes, I do.
And can't you light yourself on fire?
You want me to tank floating ice?
I mean, you just have to push it out of the way.
Please do.
Right.
Look, I mean, it's up to you, but I know that your own flame is really kind of unlimited and you get really kind of
Let me. I can do some damage
yeah.
to people that smack me, but they still smack me.
Yes,
Like,
but
it doesn't.
no, I understand that. But you don't have to smack them. You just have to smack them out of the way. In
Right,
reality. And your
okay.
fire's gonna
So,
I mean,
all
if
right,
you
how likely is this crap to work? She's gonna think about it while she's doing this.
You're going to think about it?
She's gonna think during the minute that she has the V up.
As you're watching what's happening here,
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing that even with the intense heat from the spell,
Mm-hmm.
it would need something of equal nature to melt it fast enough to get it out of the way.
Right. So probably yeah. Okay, wild thought DM. I'm getting a couple of those today, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Could she Okay, that's 150 feet. Okay. Could she be at the front of the ship and like cast fireball? And like clear a
Fireball?
path? Yeah, fireball. Like after she's done the if she casts fireball along their trajectory in the direction that they're going.
I would say you could. Yeah.
But she knows her magic well enough to know if it would actually have an impact.
It
Would
would
it have an
depend upon
impact?
how well you rolled damage.
I mean, it's 8d6, and she's got 3 of those spell slots as opposed to having another flying V.
Well, we learned something though.
Yeah.
In Mighty Ducks, the flying V was great.
Jesus. Okay, so here's what she's gonna do. While she's got the flying V up at the tail end of it, she will cast Fireball because Fireball is not concentration, whereas Wall of Fire is concentration. So she can technically keep up Wall of Fire while she's casting Fireball to see how effective that is.
Okay, roll your damage. Spend your spell slot.
Okay. Spell slot.
Jackix, you are able to sturdy a course through all this.
Nice.
And then.
And while he's doing that, he's also giving Cass steering lessons. Like what to look out for and everything, like how to feel out the actual wind and all that, know like the actual heave and hoe of the ship when you're moving, like what to do with that. So, yeah.
Okay. So that's 32.
Okay. I would say that is enough to clear the first burst through.
Okay.
I would say, given his role with his
Mhm.
success, I would say it'd be one more casting of fireball as you see another group coming in. But then beyond that, you feel pretty confident that just through skill alone, he could outmaneuver everything.
She'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
That way she doesn't have to like do the sorcery point thing. Okay.
Give me one more damage roll to make sure you can actually destroy everything.
Oh, goody. Okay. All right. One more damage roll.
You got
is
this.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's
yeah.
actually
A
35.
lot more. Yeah, you do
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Good job. See, and you didn't even have to fly in a broom.
Right, but I wasn't getting pelted with ice.
Yeah, but you're strong. You could have done it.
Who are you and what did you do with Zan?
Remember, you made up with me.
Oh, that's right.
You said you were my friend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
As you're having this conversation, the ship lurches forward.
Ooh.
Zon grabs onto. She just like bear hugs the
Yep.
front of the ship.
As the rapid mixture of very cold air with all of a sudden not cold air is propelling the ship forward rapidly. The third leg of the journey is nothing but pure skill and sight.
Oh.
Eva, make me one final perception check.
I'm still watching out. Does she get advantage?
I'll say you're still watching out. You can make with advantage. Jackets, her success
Okay,
or failure. Okay.
This is important. This is because I made 2 of these.
Is
I have it
21
ship
your final
handling.
answer?
I have ship handling and ship steering. Ship steering is strength. Ship handling is wisdom. I need to know which one to do.
I'll give her
Is
my
it
D4.
21?
I still have one.
Can't give her a d4.
I'm helping with the perception check.
Yeah, you're the help.
You gave her advantage. That's as far as your help is limited to.
Is 21 your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Trackix, make me a vehicle check.
Handling or steering? In all honesty, I feel like it could go either way.
Oh, handling.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh no!
He was not expecting the vacuum.
Oh,
Nope.
That's a 5.
I mean,
And immediately he
and
just
you
goes,
don't have
"Oh,
any help
shit."
dice. Oh, can she do another V?
Wait, hold on.
There's
hold
no
on,
more
hold on.
debris.
Important.
This is
Important.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is
Important.
Just, okay.
He gave Cass ropes to his hands.
Probably why he got a
And
5.
she No. In all honesty, I feel like because of the actual vacuum, he just kind of stuttered, didn't realize what to expect. Can she, in her fright, help him?
no.
He's a child.
I tried. I tried so hard.
Child.
It doesn't matter. Do you have any idea how many
The
times
ship
now can I?
lurches forward and begins to basically drift
Oh.
in a circular motion. As
So-
Zahn, you see a familiar sight close and rapidly approaching
Drakex!
as the ship hits something beneath the waves.
Oh.
I probably wouldn't have enough time to do that, huh?
Yep.
No, not enough time.
Drac is immediately going to pull out his wings and kind of like jump, still hold on to the wheel and try to try to steer,
The hull,
but also,
the hull takes 34 points of damage. And
he's crying internally. He hears the crack.
you all feel as the ship lowers immediately by about a foot as it did hit some of the runes that keep it afloat. But the ship is still on a collision course sideways with a port that's about 60 feet away.
Dragon.
Perfect. In the space when Eva's like she was going to do with the thunderstorm, Eva would like to do the same thing.
Uh-huh.
When there's about 15 feet, because Shatter is a 10-foot radius, she will
Yeah.
cast it in that space to create a buffer and try and slow the ship down from slamming into it.
Make a spell casting check.
Oh,
How do I
jeez.
do that?
Make a charisma check.
Okay.
Yeah.
And add your proficiency bonus to it.
Drac would actually do the same thing
This is why I held on to that D4.
at the same time. Well, let me not
So,
actually. No.
Hold on. Plus proficiency bonus.
You need to
said.
steer, buddy.
11,
Yeah,
12,
yeah,
13,
yeah.
14 plus 2. 16 total.
16 total. Okay. Dracix, make me one more handling check.
Oh.
As Zon, you're seeing familiar clothed individuals. You're seeing other ships that are docked. Everyone's freaking out.
Oh yeah, she's like,
They're starting to
"Watch
clear
out!
space.
Watch out!"
Sweet.
Is there-
I'm trying to help you every way I can.
I know. The dice
Um,
have said no.
Wait, hold on. Does Doc have anything?
Like, could Doc help?
I'm looking
Let
at his
me
stuff.
go.
My only thought would be like, shield. It's a self thing that doesn't work. Vortex warp.
No. We are way too big for vortex warp.
Could could he summon undead and have the undead unfurl the sails to like be a buffer of like, would that slow it down or would that speed it up? He would know. Brandon, he absolutely would do something. Right.
Give me a second here.
Like,
He's intelligent. He's very intelligent. So he would know exactly what to do to keep this catastrophe from
Yeah.
happening.
and seeing we're getting close, I think Zon would jump off. So Zon would do whatever he as well said. Like, if she needs to unfurl sails
Zon.
or
Oh, okay, hold on.
hop on a broom of flying and just like,
My broom of flying.
yeah, steal
Mine.
it from you.
No.
Borrow it.
No.
Yes.
And how's she gonna survive the fall?
She won't fall. What? She didn't lose all of her abilities.
I'm not
Just
seeing
can't
anything
fly.
that would assist in the doctor's spell book.
No, it's not really his forte, unfortunately.
I know, that's why I'm like, even if he summoned undead as an extra pair of hands, like, nothing.
Not gonna lie, Drac, hearing the shatter, knowing what the effect it does,
Mhm.
he would attempt it himself with one hand.
Okay.
Like he would
Make a
try to steer
spellcasting
with
check.
one. Be good to me, please.
Be good to me, dice.
Why?
Sir.
Why? Why?
Y'all.
That's with proficiency, right? That makes it a 10.
You can't save this anymore, friend.
I
mean-
can't. You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
Zon
You
always
basically
makes an
just
entrance.
cancel out what she did.
It's like I'm trying to help even further.
As the ship moves in, and you can just see crash course is imminent. This thing is about to go down. We're going to die here. We need to jump and save ourselves. You all hear this loud, powerful voice, female in nature, in a language none of you understand except one of you. But the voice is also familiar. as you look, Zahn, and you can see standing on the docks, one hand extended upward, this large ring of bright blue arcane runes emanating from it. A voice just screams out loud, but also quiet. It's this strange sensation of like how you know how we watch a movie and someone's yelling in the movie, but you just turn the volume down so you know they're yelling, but it's not loud. They're yelling, but it's just like a normal conversation tone to you. And this bright energy that's semi-translucent slows the ship
Whew.
and slows it. And you all are make contact with a port.
I feel like Zahn is now just under the head of the ship and just holding up.
Oh yeah, everyone's like in the crash position,
Yeah.
like ready to go.
No, in all honesty, Drac is actually kind of like flapping his wings, like about 6 inches off of the actual deck, with Cass like tied like directly onto his back, and he's just like, "You're okay." Worrying about the child, and then realizing, wait, the crew. He's just like,
Are you still by the helm?
yeah, he's still by the helm.
You watch as this female figure floats to you, Drakix, and looks at you with this fury of 1,000 suns. Who dare let you captain a ship?
Does Zahn recognize this
And
You
he
recognize
just goes,
his voice.
as Sildria?
Drac would know exactly who this is, correct?
You know this as Spell Warden Rakana.
He just, for the first time, probably, they just see Drac just goes like, hi. Yeah, funny story about that one. But this was completely accidental. I swear we did not mean to do this.
She
I'm so sorry.
lands and just extends
so
her
sorry.
hand. Papers.
Immediately, he just brings it out, hands it over to her.
She snatches it from you.
He's just like, yeah, no, he's not messing with her. He's not messing with her. Like, he'll mess with other dog hands. No, not her.
Mm-mm.
See me. And she floats off
With the
And-
papers?
with the papers.
He's just gonna immediately just kind of like fly over quickly to Eva and just go, here's your daughter. And just immediately, like, kind of like
Wait,
in
before
her
you,
hands. Uh-huh.
do we have to worry about the hole?
We will, after the fact. I need to deal with that. And he's just gonna immediately head after her.
And Zahn's
He's
like,
just like, nope,
scrambling.
Red is going to get her pack and things because she's not leaving that behind, and it's making sure that they take the bag of holding.
As you head down, there's about 6 inches of cloud ocean.
Right, lovely. If anybody needs anything, they should probably take it off the ship now.
He's just gonna, he's like going to try to take care of ship repair and everything as he gets over there and gets reprimanded for all of this. In his head, he's just going like, I did not want to see her again this way. God damn it all.
Zahn is going to like get on the main deck and like take off the ropes, like, okay, I'm alive, didn't fall off, we're good. She'll look to Doc like, you have my bag, I need to deal with that. Okay. And she just runs and like jumps off the side of the ship onto the dock
Yeah?
and runs after that person.
Okay.
So which means that she's trailing Drac.
Oh no, like
Drax
runs
is-
past Drax, like will outrun Drax
Oh yeah, that's true. You are faster than I am.
and tackles her.
Make a grapple check.
Yes.
Probably about this time, Red is back up on the.
Yeah, you just see Zahn tackle this woman. Oh. Oh, that's pretty good. I need to math.
I need to math.
22.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
She doesn't like tackle her to the ground, but more so just like a tackle
Yeah.
bear hug from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Considering she is taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're much taller.
Drac is just going to casually walk up, not say a damn thing, but also there may be like a couple of sweat drops along his like temple. He's just like, you don't mess with this woman like that.
Red, I will note that as you're down there, you do realize that it's not raising in. Like, more Cloud Ocean isn't pouring in.
Can she see where the hole is?
Yeah, the hole I'll show you on the map would be up. Actually, let's see here. Where it hit. Oh, yeah, you were drifting sideways, so it would be right here.
Oh, down there. Okay.
This is
Oh.
the initial point of damage. This one didn't breach.
Okay, this one did.
This is the one when you were Tokyo Drift.
I
Yeah.
thought we were going the other way, so.
Okay. All right. And does it look like it's plugged up by anything?
No. You can just see that. Like, do you go investigate it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Especially if it looks like nothing more is pouring in.
Yeah, it's an interesting sight to see because you've stood on the edge of the island before at Wingata when it needed to descend. You are aware of the runes required to keep the Cloud Ocean out. You know that the way that cloud ships work is they're a combination of like a levitate, a little bit of a fly, and a little bit of a barrier to keep it all out. They're not true sky ships. They can't just float freely where they wish. They still have to have some buoyancy on the Cloud Ocean. But the way they accomplish that is that by basically doing like a arcane coating around it. And not enough of the runes was damaged to just have it just pouring in as you would like water.
Okay.
So we lost levitation, but nothing else really.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. Possibly fixable. But yeah, she's still gonna get her whole pack and the bag of holding.
Easy enough.
Yep.
Eva?
How far of a jump is it from the side of the ship to the dock?
Oh, you're touching.
Okay. Good.
Bless you.
Oh,
Allergies really are fucking with you today.
yeah.
Jeez
Yeah. Did I catch
Louise.
that fast enough?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you're fine.
Thank goodness. Eva?
Well, she has the child. So
Yep.
go fetch the animals. Go
Yep.
fetch all their stuff.
Yep.
And kind of just observe the people. Like, she lived on Beacon Trove. She's never been to Haswig. This is all new to her. She's just looking around, taking everything in for a little bit.
Okay.
Trying to make sure Cassandra doesn't go running off.
As most port towns, it's usually copy and paste, but there is the culture of the nomads here. It's very vibrant and painted. There's not a lot of the arcane here. It is present, don't get me wrong. They're not savages or they're not, without magic. It's just it's very primal. It's very, paint, incense, symbology, things like that. For you, Levigazon, this individual turns and has their hand raised, and you can watch as this horrific intertwine of arcane shoots up their hand, and they look at you and go,
Oh, put that away. You wouldn't do that to your older sister, would you?
and she just pushed you away.
Oh,
Drac's jaw drops when he hears that.
I am working.
so am I.
Yes, I'm glad you're alive, at least, with someone like him
Yeah.
captaining a ship.
He
Yeah.
coughs and just like, yeah.
You can wait for me at home. Him, I need to deal with.
You deal with him, you deal with me. I
Oh,
work
good.
with
So
him.
you made some coin while you were out.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Good. It won't be cheap to fix.
Welcome to Hasbig. And she'll start walking.
So
He
she
just-
reads it over. You put down your name, correct?
Yes.
Star-crossed entropy. Captain Drakix. What is your business in Hasbing?
Well, is there a place for us to go and talk privately? And we will need your sister there for that.
Matters first. Suppose you want your ship repaired.
Yes. That the ice flow was worse than expected.
Not many can travel that well. Surprised you came through that way.
A lot's happened since the last time I was here.
Your old captain taught you better.
I didn't mean to come in as hot as we did. So forgive me for that.
Fine. Get your crew. I'll have them start. As you're good for the coin?
Is Red caught up to them yet? Because she's got the
Oh,
bag
yeah.
of holding.
About that point where she's like discussing business of repairs and things
Yeah.
like that.
All right. Coin.
We should
I have that.
We should have enough for the coin.
Good. And she kind of looks over all of you. Says, everyone.
Yes.
Son
Right.
kind of stops and counts. And shouts.
Right?
Yes.
And child, yes.
Come with me. And she leads you off. The port here where you are at and where you have landed, where you have docked,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is mostly wood. The buildings that do have stone are only about a quarter to halfway up with stone and then finished with wood. A lot of the things here are decorated by dried paint, cloth. There's elements of the arcane here, but this seems to be either covered up or not quite as favorable as things made from wood or made with stone. Kind of Amish wouldn't be the correct word for it, but I would say they understand they could definitely use the magic, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you still see hand cranked devices operated. You do see some wooden cranes, but there's still many pulley systems being used, rope, pure muscle, things like that. But she heads towards a building that's not typical to what you would see of like a dock warden, because she's definitely not the dock warden. She heads to a building that has a bit of a symbol painted on it. It's kind of a U with almost like a smaller U inside of it, and a smaller U inside of that with 3 dots on the outside. And Zahn, you would know this as the 3 paths.
Yep.
It is typically the most widely accepted kind of religion, mantra, spiritual way to basically the path of the body, the path of the mind, and the path of the soul. Many people here follow either, path of the body, you're a fighter, barbarian, things like that. Path of the Mind, you're a little more maybe arcanely talented, things like that. And then Path of the Soul is where you get your paladins and your clerics. So that's how you know that song.
Yeah.
But that's where we will close out today's session. And I officially welcome all of you to Hosping.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Oh, yes.
I'm like overly excited now.
I tried
That-
so hard, guys.
That entrance.
You know, we gotta leave an impression.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we did that.
It's us. We'll
Yeah,
always
no,
leave an
that
impression.
landing honestly was amazing. I could not have thought of any better way to get in there because it would have been honestly kind of boring just to be like, yeah, we got there safe. But no, now I got to introduce a character.
Yeah,
You guys
family.
made an impression on landing, and that's amazing.
Yep.
You got
how,
Jack in
like-
trouble.
How
got
likely
yourself in
is
trouble.
it? Right. How likely is it that they kind of like saw the fireballs and the wall of fire thing?
Not likely at all.
Oh, good.
Like I said, each skill check was about a 2-hour time.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Good.
No, you feel confident that with the distance passed, spell casting was unseen.
Okay.
Amazing.
She's also like, once she got within sight of what she knew to be land, no more fire.
Gotcha.
She is not on fire at the moment.
Yes.
And very disgruntled.
Can't
Because it
imagine
is
why.
now cold as shit again.
Yeah. As I say, welcome to House
Yeah.
Wing.
The port you guys are at is not under the effect of the winter cycle.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
Damn.
good.
No.
Oh.
It has technically passed this area. And I'll say, Zahn, just an extra knowledge for you, you would know that your clan
Mhm.
typically was one of the ones that was tasked with being about anywhere from a month to 2 weeks ahead of the winter cycle. But you
Okay.
do know of other clans whose assignments are to be 2 weeks to a month behind the winter cycle. So basically, the 3 clans,
Yeah.
I'll tell you more offline,
Yeah.
but just for everyone to know, so I don't have to explain it 500 times,
Mm-hmm.
the way this island works, and Drakix, you would know this, is basically there's one clan that stays just ahead of the winter cycle, one clan that's just behind it, and one clan that's perfectly in the middle. And each of them have a task to do to make sure the next clan can survive.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they work in harmony.
Yes.
It was all good until the Fire Nation attacked.
Is that what they call this from now?
Is that what they call
that-
red?
That's us now,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. Red is the Fire Nation.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I just need a scar now. It's fine.
Makeup.
Well, everybody, thank
Yes.
you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing what they unfold, unveil, and take part in during their time here as one of the characters' home islands. Until then, have a great rest of the night. Enjoy your week. We'll see you all on one of our various other times. You see our lovely faces, whether it's mine, whether it's Miss Mintwolf's, or it's Nyx and Meg, or if it's just somebody else. Who knows? Just come see us because we love you. We want to see you. But always remember, when you come to us, bring your snacks.
Snacks.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.